8 and 3, 8 and 3, 8 and 3. You know, I'm looking at something, right? Oh, 555, 333, 222. I'm looking at this. Now I'm thinking to myself, what can it be? What is it? Can I redesign it? At the same time, I'm thinking about the eclipse. Where should I wrap my head around? Or should I wrap something around my head? How can something round here wrap itself around something else? Unless my antennas went out. One went out that way, one went out that way. They both came around, reconnected. This antenna on this side, this antenna on this side. This antenna went on this side, went all the way around. This antenna on this side went all the way around. So if I'm showing an X, is there a possibility is because the antenna surrounded all the energies? It was the reader. Can that be one of the reasons for this picture existing? Not only that, I need to understand the word 8 and 3. There's a solar eclipse coming. Is that what they call it? Solar. So we have to write everything out, right? So then we have eclipse. Is that how you write it? And we have an E to begin the word in S, so we have a C lip. And the S is a plural. And sometimes you'll see the plural with ES, right? Sometimes you might think, hey, is this the way I should put my L? You know, in French, if you put L, right, it means it's towards the female, feminine. I'm going to guess it's this way. But when you say Louis, like Luigi, right, this is 97. That is your gateway to birth, right? That's male. And you see we finish with LE over here. Instead of EL, we have LE here. We have EL here. So I'm just trying to read in what the story, what they're telling me in the story. So the solar comes with the sun, sun solar, and sometimes they even use the word flare. Or is it flare? In my air, 6 and 12. Why 6 and 12? Is it because 6 and 6 equals to 12? Is 6 is 6 inside itself, but 12 is what? To create itself. On the lower side, 3 and 9. Is it maximum 4, 4, and 4 so that we end up to get the bronze, right? We end up to get the bronze by beating the RU, the runner-up, 18 and 21, which also equals to what is 6 and 9. How do we get that? 27, 27, reverse alphabet. If I only could. We have to use expressions to see where it's used. When an expression becomes overloaded, then I'll just use a base of it for its definition or something. So anyways, we have the solar, the sun. We now have Mercury. We are not counting Pluto inside of this. So we're going to say Pluto can be in it or out of it because we don't know where Pluto is. So that's the 9th planet. Then we're going to have Venus. Then we're going to have Mars. Then we're going to have Jupiter. The end of the word Jupiter ends in T-E-R. There's a pi in the word and a Jew almost looking like a wedge. Jew pi tear, split up, Earth split into 3, right? Not sure how it's split into 3, you know. 1, you know, 2 maybe, and then there's 3 parts of Earth. You know, 3 parts of Earth. And my other question, if there's 3 parts of Earth, is that 3 parts of Earth in a single cell? Anyways, we have Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus. Inside of here, we have 3 suns. We have the sun in the V sun. We have it. So now we have the V, which is 27. we have the rat, which is 39, and you have the we have the RU, or Ura, in the sun, so that's 19, so that'll be up to 40. 4, 3, 9 coming into this solar eclipse. We know it's in the 8th day, and it's 22 reverse, or is it 23 reverse? 9, 10, 11, well, these are 8 days done. There's 30 days in a month, so that would be 23rd reverse day, 31. It adds up to 31, right? The reverse 23 and 8. So we know it's adding up at a gateway, because when you get to 24, right, the alphabet splits. This becomes 8, this becomes 4, this becomes 19. In the alphabet, it reverses to 19. This shows me the mirror. Why only 4 over here and 19 here? 23 and 4. 8 and 19 both create 27. This is going to show me a split between 3 and 4, because the other one that splits is 24 and 3. You notice the way it becomes 3, 4, 4, 3? That's the 7th gate. 7 by 7 by 7 equals to 343. And 21 equals to 364, picking up what is the 13th by 28 day number of moons inside of a year, bringing me over to ADN, DNA, the cycle of man. Man at the age of 13, into the creation of the house, the mirror house of Bait. Does that mean there's 4 houses? 4 houses, 4 Earths, 52, 52, 52, 52. 156, this will be equivalent to what is 13 by 12. I'm just trying to look at this again. 156, right? And at the same time, we're going to add on one more 52, and that's going to be 208. Half of that is 104, or 10-4. This over here is going to be Pluto, and this is going to be your Mercury, Venus creation of Earth. Bringing the spirit into the soul, bringing the 7th gate into the house. It's going to be 9. Remember, always 9. 2 of Venus, and then the 7 inside. But what happens when Mars takes over? These 2 disappear. It becomes these 4 with 5 inside. Me living perhaps in this area right here, down at the center round. Down at the center round. Living on a round Earth, but how come all the oceans are flat? Right? Look what happens when you spin this. You can spin this all the way around, right? Everything is spinning around, but it's all flat. So we have this design is what I came actually out here to do. So why I came on here is I'm going to go here. So I'm going to do this design so you can fast forward it, right? I'm doing this design right over here. So you see now I have the outside, but don't forget there's a thickness on this, right? There's a thickness. So what I'm going to do next, you see I have the outside here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to start here, bring it here. I have to bring it outside the line. You notice the way I'm outside, I'm past. Can you see the way I'm past? And I'm going to have to come all the way up to here. All right, now I'm going to take this, and this fits on the inside. Now, you noticed that I'm not exactly on my lines. They're not the same size. Here it's fitting in between. Here it's not fitting inside of a line. What size of the cells of this thickness? What size should I move it here? You see, if I move it up here, right there, that's going to show me maybe quarters, that this is split into 4. It'll be 1, 2, one area here, one area here. Let's say 3 areas. Make it in thirds. Can we do that? Or should we have made the other one to make it into quarters? How would we slice this up? So no matter what we would do, we'd have to start understanding our lines, right, that are associated with these rulers, and how come that happened? What was going on? Was it just a surface panel? And then at the same time, right, what I'm trying to say in this, I'm going to show you something else, is that where is this center over here? Is this, what triangle is this? What kind of triangle is this? You notice? What kind of triangle is that? See, it's fitting in between my spaces, but that doesn't matter because I just fit it in between. And if I did that, whoop, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to keep it the same. Okay, so now, right, if you notice, these are perfect squares, right? I should be changing these squares to have a little bit more because it should go at least to the center. See, 1.5? Maybe this one's slightly off. I don't know. You notice the way the point is not in the center? So I put this on this edge. The point is not in the center. Even when I move it to the center, center, now I'm in the center here, which tells me the size of these squares, okay, could have been less. So what I'm going to try to do is, let's see, whoop, let me see. I'm going to resize this, resize it to 60. So I resized that to 60. I'm going to go get back this design. Whoop, hold on a second. I got to choose it with a transparent selection. So now I'm going to do it. Now you see when I put this here? See, now it fits in. My pixels were not equal to the pixels of the page that was used, right? So now I can see how we fall directly in line here. So I know this would be the Mars element of this, right? Because it falls exactly in the center. When you cross one of these lines over, right, you'll be reaching a center. So I asked myself the question, okay, an area space that would be done slightly over to one side is like I did over here. When you take a look on this paper here, you see the way this passes through the center? Well, when you do this one, look at that. It's exactly on the point. Here I'm crossing over. So is this any signification telling me, since I'm crossing over, that the number of squares here are odd? Because the number of squares here have to be even, because this point stays in the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's automatic that it's equal when it reaches here. When it reaches in between, it's an odd number. It reaches in between, it's an odd number. Just give me a second.